Alright everyone, this is day 2 on my roast chicken and vegetables. I've got a little leftover like I thought I would, and I actually hoped I would. And this is going to be going the extra meal. See what I did there? Going the extra mile. Going the extra meal. We are going to make a whole nother meal, like easy chicken soup, out of our leftover veggies. It's going to take me about 5 minutes to throw it all together. So here are our ingredients. Leftover chicken. I like to use these as my noodles. They're just a little different. And some chicken broth. I just bought it from the store today, or the other day, I don't remember. But that's it. So my preparation is season the broth, and I put some onion powder, garlic powder in there because I found it was a little bland. You can do whatever you want. I happen to have some thyme growing on out. I wish I had more. I love thyme. Dried thyme would be good in this too, but I'm going to add whatever I can. Oh, I just dropped half of it. Let's chop it up real quick. Thyme. I also like rosemary. It's pretty powerful, so you don't need a lot. And I have it growing in my front yard, pretty much like a weed. It's pretty impressive. Stays green all year. Once you get it established, it likes pretty good amount of sun. You can get by with a little bit of shade, certainly not full shade. And you'd probably be safe with the full sun as well. I take little clippings and I'm able to get them to root. That's how easy this stuff is to grow. It's pretty impressive. And you just do it to flavor. Looks good to me. Alright. I'm going to go pour this into my pan and get it heating on up. Soup pan going on to pretty well high. And while that's heating up, I'm going to start shredding up my chicken. Actually, I'm going to cut up my vegetables first. I'm going to cut them into slightly bite-sized pieces. I'm not too picky. This is probably the hardest part, and you can get as fancy or as rustic, it's a good way to put it, as you might want. Here's my garlic. Chop it on up. Probably going to put it pretty small. It'll help flavor that broth up good. Let's see. I'm just going to grab a handful of these veggies. Chop them all up all at once. Beans, onion, carrots. Slice them on up to some nice bite-sized pieces. Big old chicken breast. Sad to say, I'm going to get rid of the skin. Maybe I'll eat it later myself when you can't see. But for soup, it's not, it's not a killer. If I'm not going to worry about getting it all off, that's probably good enough. But typically you use white meat and skinless, boneless chicken in a soup. But the rules can certainly be broken. No one at my house is too picky, and I'm certainly not. My favorite cut of meat of chicken is probably the thigh anyway. I'll make plenty of soups with a thigh. It's a good bit of meat off one chicken breast. That chicken I bought was a pretty hefty one. And remember, the whole package of 5.5 pounds cost me $7. Does not bother me to have a little skin on the chicken in the soup. Some people may not like it. You can be a little more careful than I was, if that's the case. Alright y'all, there's that big old pile. I'll make a couple of trips back and forth. My bowl back here is steaming, looking good. Let's see about berry, thyme. I'm going to start with some of my noodles. Portions here, As far as how many noodles, how much vegetables you get, they're all up to you. I'm gonna go pretty heavy in the noodles. I don't like my soups actually like all that liquidy. I like them getting closer to stew. Not as far as the thickness of the liquid, but as far as the ratio between the ingredients and the broth. Actually, going to let these start for just a few minutes longer. Then I'll come back and add the chicken and the other vegetables. Alright, we're back. It's been about 7 minutes. This pasta has just enough time to get almost done. I don't want it overdone. I don't want it all the way done because I got to heat up my vegetables and chicken again. That's going to take another 4 minutes or so. So, open up my lid. Dump in the rest of my ingredients. Chicken, vegetables. Good stuff. Don't want to waste anything. Get it all on there. Give it a little stir. And that's it, y'all. I'm going to give this just a few minutes to heat on up all the way through. Let those pasta noodles finish cooking the last little bit. And that's a wrap. I'll put it on into some bowls. You can add more salt, pepper, anything you need, obviously, can be added into it. I would serve this either with some rice, or maybe with some, biscuits or something like that, or salad. But more or less, that's the main entree. Like I said, I'm gonna give this a few more minutes to cook, and I'm gonna heat it on up. I hope you enjoyed watching this extra meal made of our leftovers of our roast chicken and vegetables that we made yesterday. It's a good one.